Hey, good morning. This is Dennis. This is not necessarily going to be a tutorial so much as a sort of a question and answer period based on a couple of questions that a subscriber had asked and a couple people who made comments on my Travis Picking tutorial on Stephen Stills' song 4 and 20. Hopefully some of these answers to these questions will not only help the people who inquired, but help a lot of you as well. So here we go. Now we can't forget that Stephen Stills' song 4 and 20 is in DADGAD tuning, a D modal tuning, D-A-D, D-A-D. So unless you have your guitar tuned that way, you can still watch this video because you will learn something even if you're unable to play along with this because this song is in this weird tuning. One of the questions, in fact, quite a few questions on the fourth chord shape that I gave you, this being the first, the second, the third was this one. Because of how it was played. They're all played the same. I mean, the pattern is the same. That's the same as this, which is the same as this. This next chord shape is the weirdo. I'm going to put that diagram up there. And on Travis Picking, you know, you have always got the bass note on the 1, 2, 3, 4. The alternating bass notes. This is the hallmark of Travis Picking. And then we put the fingers on the ands, A-N-D-S, in between the bass notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But the thing about this chord shape, the fourth one, is we have to hit on beat number 1 of that measure, we have to pluck all 3 of these strings instead of just this one. So watch. By hitting all 3 of these strings on beat number 1 for this particular chord shape will ensure success of the hitting this hammer on. So the rhythm of the song and the numbering of the song stays the same. It's just that on beat 1 we're plucking these 3 strings to ensure that we hit that hammer on. This hammer on with the index finger on the 2nd fret. So I hope that clears that up. That's the only odd measure in the song. One of the concerns of one of my subscribers was that he stated he wasn't getting to these chord changes in time and maintaining a rhythm, and I suggested that you slow down. And if you'll observe here, most of the time I'm not getting to the full chord shapes on time, but I'm making sure that I'm hitting that bass note up at the bottom there or at the top of the screen. For example, notice that I just laid that last chord shape there, right there. I'm laying that ring finger down late, but it's not because I don't have to really get there on time. So you might think of those things too. I never quite get to those high strings on time, but they're the last strings plucked in the pattern. So if you have time, I'd start out with a metronome, start out slow, build up speed. It's always better to start out slow, become accurate. Speed comes later. Just get the pattern in your head and in your muscle memory, and then all you need to do is change chords. Please observe the plucking of the downbeat, the number one downbeat with 3 strings. You're plucking the 1st, 2nd, and 6th string to ensure that you hit that 2nd string on the hammer-on to get that sound right there. And right here coming up, this chord shape there. Here's a better explanation, I believe, of the second option for how to play 4 and 20 by hitting the bass note with the thumb and the middle finger on the high E string, which is now the D string, at the same time on the 1st downbeat. A subscriber of mine who goes by the name of Shargram, he's a good guitarist, and he states that he plays this song in DADGAD tuning instead of DADGAD. Now remember that 3rd string is normally tuned to a G, so that's a string that he leaves alone. But notice from this diagram of my picking pattern that 3rd string, the G string, whether it's tuned to D like I do or whether it's left alone to be in DADGAD, notice that it's not plucked or played in my picking pattern. So you wonder if it would make a difference if it was tuned to DAD-DAD or DAD-GAD. But I have to believe that if you tune it to DAD-GAD, that even though you're not plucking that string, it might still ring out a little bit, as all strings do, even if they're not played. It's just the vibrations of the guitar. But so I thought it would be interesting to play the pattern in both tunings and see if it makes a difference. Okay, so here we are in DAD-DAD tuning. D-A-D, D-A-D. This is the way I play it, and let's give it a whirl. All right, now, so this is DAD-GAD tuning. I tune this G string back up to G. I had tuned it way down to D, so this is DAD-GAD. Still a very nice open chord tuning, of course. So let's play 4 and 20, the first little bit of it in DAD-GAD tuning. Well, hey, that was kind of fun, trying to compare DADGAD to DAD-DAD tuning for playing Stephen Still's song 4 and 20. I think when we listen to those tunings and strum them, I think we can discern a difference between DADGAD and DAD-DAD. However, when playing the song in either tuning, I don't think there's a very discernible difference, and that's because the picking pattern does not include that particular third string, whether it's tuned to D or G. So anyway, for those of you that are still struggling with this Travis picking thing, it's easy for some people and it's not for others. Please visit my channel and check out my first tutorial, Travis Picking Made Ridiculously Simple, a tutorial. That tutorial is made for beginners, and if you're beginning and wanting to learn how to Travis pick, give that one a shot. Kind of regard that as a prerequisite view before moving on to the other tutorials. Anyway, good luck with this. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. See you next time.